Good morning. This is Sherry Simpson coming to you. No, probably about 8:15, in um, a beautiful place on Salt Spring Island in British Columbia. I am enjoying my morning coffee. My friend Stephanie got this cup for me. It says "Life is Good" a long time ago, and it is part of my morning tradition now. So this is organic coffee that has dark chocolate almond milk in it, and I put 1 drop of cinnamon bark essential oil and 1 drop of peppermint oil into it, and it is a bliss in a cup. This is what I drink in the morning after I've had some water. So what I wanted to pop in to talk about today, my name is Sherry Simpson. I'm a transformational life coach. I help people to transform their lives based on all 4 bodies. And when I say that, I mean the physical body changes, issues and changes that are going on with our thoughts that create our beliefs, so in the mental body, the emotions that we store and the ones that we are codependent with in relationships with other people. I'm going to talk a little bit about that today, and on a spiritual sense about how our egoic self and our subconscious has a relationship with our higher self or a lack of relationship, and how we create resistance, which releases or disconnects the relationship between the human self and the higher self, and then those things can keep us stuck. So that connection, that spiritual connection, is also a spiritual body. So I like to help people connect in with all 4 of those bodies and determine how they are, if they are disconnected, how they can be reconnected, and how they may be causing the pains and signs and symptoms within your body and experiences going on within you and around you, and just connecting in with those things to see if they can be shifted and healed and altered so that you can use the law of attraction and the other universal laws to bring you what you desire. So I wanted to talk about the very first time I realized I had picked up someone else's energy. And I had no idea. I knew it was sort of possible because I'd heard other massage therapists talk about it, and I heard of one of the massage therapists I was working with deciding to take someone else's pain home so she could play with it for the evening and figure out what was wrong with the client. Not what was wrong with them, but what kinds of signs and symptoms were presenting so that she could actually help them in a deeper way. And I was sort of like dumbfounded by that, like, well, that's pretty cool. You can actually bring your client's pain home. And now, in hindsight, I know that I'd never want to do that. But the first time I realized I was doing something similar was when I had these horrible headaches when I was doing massage therapy. And I'd had them when I was sitting at a desk all day, but they were different. And these headaches were like, they almost, now I know the difference, they kind of almost felt energetic, like they felt like somebody was actually stabbing me with knives in my head, and when I walked around the knives were moving, but they weren't always staying in the same place. It was like they shifted, and so it wasn't like a regular headache within myself that I've created with not drinking enough water, which always shows up in your forehead, or usually, or pain in my face, like in my teeth from my muscles in my jaw being really tight, and those always sort of showing up and going back into the ear and back into the head, or the ones that show up around the shoulder blades that actually are stressful and cause that pain. That's like a question mark that goes up the back of your neck and then into your eye. I'm familiar with those. I've had those before. My clients in massage used to get them, but these were different. And I used to go to the chiropractor who I was renting a room from. After having one of these for about 3 days once, she said to me, and she said it very forcefully so I understood it. She's like, this headache is not yours. And I was like, what do you mean? And she was explaining that in not so many words, that I had actually picked up emotions from my clients and that I needed to go through some process to allow me to clear my own energy and to keep it clear so that I wasn't continuing to pick up stuff on a on a mental, emotional, and spiritual level from my clients that was actually creating physical pain within me. And now I totally understand that. As a massage therapist, I actually used to do meditations and clearings through Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael. And I help my clients do things like that in order to practice keeping my energy clean. And I used to do more like salt baths, and I used to clean myself more with sage than what I do now. There's things now that I do more subtly that then I did more physically because it just made sense. But when she said, "This isn't yours," I had actually, like subconsciously, so not necessarily consciously, but in my need or necessity to people please and to really help my clients as best and great as I could, I was picking up their stuff and carrying around as though it was my own. And I have free will, I can totally do that, but it wasn't actually helping my clients because it was enabling them to come back to me to have me pick up their stuff, but they could still pick it up the next day or an hour later if they wanted to anyway. So I wasn't actually helping them. So it was an interesting aha to realize that I could do that at that time. And that's when I started expanding my own skills and learning how to release energy on my own and doing more skills and research about the chakras and the different energy bodies and how we pick up stuff, and how our dogs can pick up stuff and things that are going on around us. So now I teach my clients how to do that. I teach my clients how to tap into their own intuition, how to ask questions using a pendulum or whatever other method you have to see if what you're picking up is actually yours or if it belongs to someone else. If it belongs to someone else, you're totally welcome to pick it up. You have free will, but are you enabling them or are you helping them? Do you want to pick it up? Do you not want to pick it up? Do you want to know how you did it or how not to do it again? And so all of these things are again, what I help clients with. So if you're ready to do something like that, find someone you resonate with who can help you and determine what's going on with you. Find someone you resonate with who you are open and trust and understand how they're speaking, and that you trust that the information they give you is for your highest and greatest good. And really decide that it's time for you to connect in with who you are and to expand yourself and to make choices that are different, that are desires that you have that are allowing you to or will allow you to move forward. So I can leave links where I have more free content in the Create Freedom Your Way Facebook group, and links to my website where you can work with me. But I really think that people need to do this expansion work. It's time now that we're in 2018 for things to be going on and shifting and changing, and for our thought processes to be open to understanding that we do have more than one body. We're not just a physical self. And to learning to connect in on a deeper level with who you are and who the people around you are, and expanding what it is that we've come to this planet to do. So choose someone that resonates with you, choose someone who you trust, and learn to connect in with yourself on a deeper, more meaningful way, so that you can expand what it is that you're here to do and learn more and just be happier and have more choice. So that's what I wanted to pop in and chat with you today, is literally that we do pick up things from those around us. If you're empathic, then you understand that, but you don't have to. You can actually protect yourself and choose not to. And you don't have to do it through avoidance. You can do it through other methods. So learning those and experiencing those and deciding, this is what I want for me. This is what I'm choosing to help people with. I'm not going to enable people, or I am going to, or whatever it is that is the best choice for you. So learn that, decide that, enjoy your life in a deeper, more meaningful way, and have a beautiful day wherever you are. Namaste.